Any of you who watch my channel know that I absolutely love my coffee. I love my cafes and my coffee shops, and they are a highlight of my trip. So while I was in the Isle of Wight, I dug out the best coffee shops for various reasons. Some of them were based on the coffee and some of them were based on the location. Now, I didn't visit every cafe, so I might have missed some great ones, and do feel free to pop them in the comments if you know of any. In at number 1 is the Terrace in Yarmouth. This probably was the best coffee I had on the whole trip, and I absolutely loved the location as well. It was on this beautiful rooftop, and they even had these little pods as well where you could keep warm with heat lamps. And just in case one of them wasn't free, they also had blankets that you could snuggle up with to keep you warm, because this is the UK after all. So the views were phenomenal, and I really liked that you could see people getting on and off the ferry, and they even had filtered water as well. So all in all, 10 out of 10. In second place for me is Finn's. This was such an incredible place. It's on the beach in Sandown, and not only do they have amazing coffees, but they have so many incredible smoothies and juices as well. They also have really fancy looking smoothie bowls, but they were very expensive. A smoothie bowl would set you back £14 without any drinks or anything, which I just think is quite a lot of money. But they did look incredible, and there was a lot of attention to detail with them. I also found these seats really funny that were sat by the water. Obviously on a lovely day they would be gorgeous seats, but it was a bit hair raising on the day we went, but definitely a lot of fun sitting on them. So in at number 3 is Cafe Isola. I hope that's how you pronounce it. And it's in Newport, and they actually roast their own coffee. Now, this was a fantastic cup of coffee. I loved my latte art as well, but it was a bit cold. I think if I'd have just asked for it extra hot, then this one possibly would have been the best coffee of all of them, but it dropped down because it was pretty tepid, and I like hot coffee myself. But if I came again, I would just ask for it extra hot. The location was super cool. It had this upstairs gallery area as well, and they had lots of little items for sale, so it was interesting to have a look around. Maybe not as nice as some of the locations with the gorgeous views, but still really nice coffee house, really good coffee, and definitely deserves its place in the top 3. So in at number 4 is the Waterfront, and it's in Totland. So it's a cafe, bar and restaurant, and it does honestly place here simply because of this absolutely stunning view. Look at this gorgeous view over the coastline, absolutely beautiful beach, and the interior as well was so light and airy and enjoyable to be in, with views pretty much everywhere you looked. The coffee itself was nice. It was a good cup of coffee. I wouldn't complain. If I had it in London, I'd be perfectly happy. But it wasn't mind-blowing coffee. It is the view that places it at number 3. But it was still a good cup of coffee, which is why it places higher than my next place. In at number 5 comes The Rock, which is in Freshwater Bay. Again, chosen predominantly for the location, the views and the interior of this place more than the coffee. My best coffees definitely had the slots 1 to 3. After this, we are probably going more on location, if I'm honest, or little quirky aspects of the cafe. So this coffee was probably my most disappointing that's in this whole list. It was all right, but bear in mind I have alternative milks. It really was just all right. But the location was so incredible and the views were just so amazing that it still had to feature in here, because I would come back here again just because I enjoyed the space so much. They also had this quirky little travelling tavern outside, which I didn't try, but I thought I would include it. In at number 6 is Cook and Baker. So this was a nice coffee. Again, nothing mind-blowing, but it was a good coffee. But the location and the little quirky aspects of this cafe really sold it for me. It seems to be in a private house, and they have this beautiful garden outside where you can sit and enjoy your coffee. They also have these gorgeous looking cakes that I just showed you. Not really a cake person, but they look incredible. And the quirky aspect was they have this little board at the door where you can write your worries and leave them at the door. I just thought this was such an amazing aspect. God's Hill in itself is such a great place to visit as well. If you go to the Isle of Wight, do be sure to give the village of God's Hill a visit. So I'm going to get rid of some of my worries before I come into this cafe. Money and love issues be gone. I'm eradicating these people's worries with mine. Hopefully someone will come and take mine away. In at number 7 is the George. I didn't have a coffee there this time. I did last time and I can't remember what it was like, but I just wanted to include it because the location outside is so nice. You can watch the Isle of Wight ferries come in and leave, and it's just a great location. It's quite buzzing actually on season, and they often have barbecues outside, and I just wanted to feature it because I thought it would be a great place, and next time I will probably try it out.